Hi, Leo Drinkerinos. My voice is shit, but as they might say, the pod must go on. We've got part 2 of our exclusive interview with Bryan Garcia-Brown from Sockeye Brewing. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff, plus we're going to have our Warren Reserve Cocktail of the Week and a bunch of other stuff on this, our 40th episode of the 2025 version of the Idaho Booze podcast. It's time for the Warren Reserve Cocktail of the Week. This week's cocktail is another holiday treat, the gingerbread martini. For this, we're going to need 2 ounces of vodka, whipped if you have it, 1.5 ounces of Mr. Black or Kahlua or any coffee liqueur, 1 ounce Warren Reserve burnt sugar syrup, a dash of cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger spice, 4 dashes of Warren Reserve ginger root bitters. So we're going to take all of that stuff. We're going to take the 2 ounces of vodka, 1.5 ounces of coffee liqueur, 1 ounce of Warren Reserve burnt sugar syrup with that dash of cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger spice, and 4 dashes of Warren Reserve ginger root bitters, and put them into a shaker with ice and shake them until they're very cold, very, very cold. Then you're going to serve it up in a martini glass with a dollop of whipped cream and put some more cinnamon on top of that whipped cream, why don't you? And there you have it. It's our gingerbread martini, and it's our Warren Reserve Cocktail of the Week. This show brought to you by Warren Reserve and WarrenReserve.com. It's here. Holiday season has arrived and Warren Reserve has an amazing deal for you. It's the Idaho Booze Holiday Bundle. Go to WarrenReserve.com and check out an array of authentic handmade bitters and cocktail syrups arranged in beautiful black boxes that make the perfect gift for friends, family, co-workers, postal workers, garbage pickup crews, weird uncles, crazy aunts, and anybody else you need to shop for this holiday season. What's that? You want more? How about 20% off these gorgeous holiday bundles using my promo code BLACK25? Idaho Booze holiday bundles available exclusively at WarrenReserve.com. Get 20% off with my promo code BLACK25 today and start crossing some names off that holiday gift list at WarrenReserve.com. Welcome back to the Idaho Booze podcast. Now, this section coming up falls firmly under the I am saying this because I literally cannot not say it. So if you like, fast forward about 5 minutes to hear Bryan. And if you don't, if you want to stay with me here, that's fine too. But I have to get this off my chest. And my voice sucks, so I understand how silly this sounds. But so something happened. Rob Reiner and his wife were both brutally murdered over the last week. Looks like their son might have done it. He was a drug addict. He was otherwise troubled and maybe snapped or something and stabbed his parents. And it's just an awful tragedy all the way around. It's just terrible. Rob Reiner brought so much joy, laughter, thought, entertainment from everything he did. This is Spinal Tap. I mean, come on. It's just the classic Rob Reiner film, sarcastic and witty and visually hilarious with so many jokes. It's just jokes on jokes on jokes, that movie. If you watch like The Simpsons took a ton from that film. Even Harry Shearer. They took Harry Shearer. Shows like Community and 30 Rock and Parks and Rec, they all took from that movie. Like Spinal Tap is the beginning of that. Jokes on jokes on jokes. Just watch it. Arrested Development's another good one. And that's Rob Reiner. That's all Rob Reiner. It's all him. He did Princess Bride. He did When Harry Met Sally. He did the movie North. He did so many other movies and film and TV and stuff that were just pure entertainment. I mean, he was the reason Seinfeld stayed on the air. His Castle Rock Entertainment Group went in and told NBC, look, it's funny. Just give him another season. So we wouldn't have fucking Seinfeld. So a lot. Rob Reiner gave a lot. Just funny, enjoyable stuff, films, TV that didn't take themselves too seriously or build any universes or any of that garbage that we see now. They just stood on their own as amazing pieces of art that made everybody happy. Princess Bride. What makes you more happy than Princess Bride? Then you go into his more serious films. He's Stand By Me and Misery. Misery, I would almost kind of put in that entertainment just because watching Sonny Corleone get tortured for 90 minutes is kind of funny. I mean, if you think about it. A Few Good Men, Ghost of Mississippi. These are all just note perfect in their execution. A Few Good Men, I mean, find me 5 better scenes than the ending courtroom scene in A Few Good Men. That You Can't Handle the Truth, all that stuff. There's not. Find a better coming of age film than Stand By Me. It's just not there. I mean, I watched that movie when I was probably 10 or 11, and I haven't even needed to watch it. So, I mean, I'll watch it if it comes on, but I don't need to. I know that movie from beginning to end. You want to see a dead body? I mean, he just created these films to tell a story, to serve the culture, to bring these characters to life. In front of the camera, he was the hippie son of, in All in the Family of Carol O'Connor, which I would encourage people to seek out and watch. All in the Family is great. It's so 70s. It's just so delightfully 70s with all the lapels and the colors and the bad chairs and couches and the unique viewpoint that I had, especially in this sort of post-Vietnam era of 1970s America, where everybody was so like just tricking themselves into this ideal that they're still trying to trick themselves into. What do you think the again is in Make America Great Again? It's this ideal, this 50s ideal. And Carol O'Connor and Rob Reiner and, Norman and everybody that was involved in that were just like, no, this isn't what's happening. This is what's happening. All in the Family. That's what's happening. Not this Dick Van Dyke, who just turned 100, by the way. Congrats to him. But Reiner would show up just and play himself, like a crazy version of himself on Larry Sanders or Gary Shandling or other shows like that. He would just be this crazy version of himself where he would almost be like Marty DeBerg. He was funny and he was irreverent and he looked just like my dad. I mean, God, just looks like him. I mean, what's not to like about the guy? What's not to like about him? He would show up as his Spinal Tap alter ego, Marty DeBerg, on all sorts of things. And you have his like naval ship hat on, like the USS Nimitz or whatever. And he just like wax poetic about the most insane things as if they were like everyday life things. He was just amazing. He's an amazing character that he would bring back every so often. And I remember he was on Jiminy Click one time and he sort of did that. And it was really funny. His turn on Wolf of Wall Street was classic. And what he did there, he completely did something different. He tried to bring a sense of realism to that crazy surrealist world of Jordan Belfort that Marty Scorsese created. And he was very grounding in that movie, $23,000 on dinner. It's just like a funny thing. And he's really funny. And the point, always to the point, Rob Reiner, he added to our culture. He added it. He was additive. He contributed things. He made things that made people happy. Much like his father, Carl, he created and expressed. He was funny. He was funny out loud. Like, he was funny on shows. He wasn't just go on shows and talk about his movie or whatever. He was funny. He was brutally funny. I mean, in some of these shows, like some Johnny Carson episodes, he's amazing. He produced, he literally produced some of the greatest films and TV shows and characters and pieces of art that have been available to us since he started doing it in the 70s. And then he was brutally murdered, brutally stabbed to death, maybe by his son. And it wasn't because he was a liberal. It wasn't because he made a lot of money and he was robbed. There were no heroes that broke into his house like those assholes that tried to kill Nancy Pelosi's husband a couple years ago. Reiner wasn't a hard left commentator. He wasn't a communist. He didn't push agendas based on race and money and power. He was liberal. He gave money to liberal candidates, but the last time I checked, this is America and you're allowed to do that. He wasn't a hard left guy. He wasn't a communist. He wasn't somebody that pushed for state-run, stuff like whatever, state-run medicine or state-run this or any of that communist crap that gets pushed over. I mean, he was just a liberal. He was like a Hollywood liberal. That's it. He was not anything more, anything less than that. He wasn't, he wasn't a socialist. He wasn't a communist. He wasn't mean. He wasn't exclusive. He was just a guy who added to the culture and made a lot of really great stuff. Tons of great stuff. And then, of course, because it has to happen, every time something happens, President Trump has to tweet. That's really all that needs to be said. He tweeted. Trump. He doesn't add anything. I mean, you can like him politically. It's fine. I don't care what you think about what you think politically. It doesn't bother me. We're here to talk about beer and wine and booze. But this Reiner thing really kills me because Trump divides. He doesn't understand humor. He doesn't understand art. He doesn't understand cultural things. Only how to bankrupt things. He bankrupts casinos, families, political parties. He only destroys. He does not build. His insecurity is always at the surface because he knows that people like Rob Reiner, no matter his political beliefs, were additive to our society. He went on and on about how Reiner was his enemy, about how his films were terrible, how he had low ratings or whatever. It's just a bunch of divisive bullshit. None of this is true. Rob Reiner was an icon. He made The Princess Bride. He made This Is Spinal Tap. He made Stand By Me. I mean, what about that was terrible? What about that made him Trump's enemy? He didn't care about Trump. All he cared about was electing someone that he liked into the presidency. It wasn't like it wasn't like he just hated Trump. He didn't care about Trump. It didn't matter who was running. He would want a liberal person in there. Rob Reiner's always going to be remembered. He's going to be remembered forever. Trump, I don't think so. He'll be remembered. Yeah, he was president. Fine. What do we know about Calvin Coolidge, James Buchanan, or Andrew Jackson, besides that they sat at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue for a little while? Not much. Not much. Rob Reiner, he made The Princess Bride. He made A Few Good Men. This is Spinal Tap. He was an icon. He will remain so. And it's too bad we have to live in a world where this president just can't say that it's terrible what happened. And we wish his family and friends well. It just sucks that we can't just live in that world. I want to live in that world where the president just says, no matter what a guy's political beliefs are, you know what? It sucks. That guy got stabbed in his house with his wife to death. The end of a long life where all he did was add. The end of his life was horrific. Horrific. So that's all I really wanted to say about that. End of rant. Back to beer right after this. Pardon our dust. Treasure Valley Chevron at Highway 55 and Beacon Light is expanding to offer you more on-the-go goodies. Beer, wine, cider, coffee, soda, everything you need for all of your adventures, big and small. Treasure Valley Chevron already has the best assortment of chips, dips, sandwiches, jerky, hot sauce, tallows, and more. And now we're able to offer you, that's right, more ready-to-go meals, more coffee, more soda, more beer, more wine, more ready-to-drink cocktails, just more. Get to Treasure Valley Chevron today and see what you have been missing. Highway 55 in Beacon Light or I-84 and Gowan Road. Welcome back to the Idaho Booze Podcast. I'm Steve Coots. That's Bryan Garcia-Brown. He is here from Sockeye Brewing Company. You are a brewer?
I'm a brewer, yeah. Yeah. Ish. I'm a brewer.
How long have you been here?
I've been almost 2 years.
So which one of our zags, our weird like zags, would you say were effective and which ones would you say were not?
I mean, obviously the one we just dropped a moment ago, the cider game, was pretty awesome. There is cider in Boise that is spectacular.
So look, Carrie and I came up with Huckleberry cider. It was Carrie didn't want to do it. I wanted to do it. And I found...
So you compromised and you did it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So... yeah. So I found a Huckleberry product that was really good.
Yeah.
And then everyone at other cideries in town that I've had on the show, they got mad.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Yeah, absolutely.
People like it.
You know, here's the thing. Not everything is high art, right? Like, I don't... Like...
Sometimes you got to buy your fucking art at Target.
I'm a movie guy, right? Like, I went and watched... Did you watch the movie Bring Them Down?
Oh, haven't seen it.
Barry Keoghan, it's a movie... I
love Barry Keoghan.
What's his name? Dude from... that was O'Brien from Star Trek. Cole Meany.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, O'Brien.
Funded by the Irish government.
Oops.
That's a movie about sheep rustlers.
Yep.
Dark, heavy, tough.
Yeah.
Saw it in the theater. Spectacular movie, dude. One of the best I saw this year. But amazing. I love The Toxic Avenger. You know what I mean? Like,
Toxic.
I do. I love The Toxic Avenger.
So what do you think? So, like, as far as our zags, which one do you think were effective?
So this is my point: is that the zag is playing into The Toxic Avenger sometimes. Like sometimes you're making pop art, sometimes you're Andy Warhol, and so we made this thing that was accessible and clean and easy and fast.
Yeah.
And had mass market appeal. And you also had the luxury of a very handsome and very talented graphic designer that made a great label for it.
Shout out.
What up, Jed? And
He's doing great things in real estate these days.
Dude, he's awesome. He's a great dude.
So like,
yeah, so that was a big zag.
That's a great example of one. Like, and
big
you're right,
turn.
it was like pop art.
Yeah.
But it was also like one of those things that were the people liked it. I mean, they loved it.
So
right?
why would I want to feel bad about making something that people like? Like that seems like to me that's the biggest like dipshit conundrum of all time. Like you called me a hipster earlier.
Yes, today.
And because I said I like Negroni.
I don't understand. I still don't understand.
And to me that's this sort of person that that demands authenticity and demands like depth and demands like all of these things that people don't actually want.
Yeah.
And when like it's perfectly fine to go bowling with your friends and drink PBR and there's nothing cringe about it, about liking what you like.
I feel like that was like my main thing when I was the sales director there, was that we shouldn't be afraid to make things people want.
No, not at all.
So
like not everything has to be a challenge.
What was your favorite Edge beer?
This is going to sound like I'm a self-aggrandizing shithead, but I love Pugzilla.
Oh, Pugzilla's good.
I love Pugzilla.
I like Obligatory.
Love Obligatory.
Obligatory is still my favorite. I miss it.
I love Obligatory. We did a Doppelbock a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
The Dr. Appelbock.
Dr. Appelbock.
That hit like a truck.
Was it Dr. Appelbock or Dr. Appelbacher?
Dr. Appelbock. Yeah. Marcus was quite mad that we didn't give it a.
It should have been Dr. Appelbock. Yeah,
we didn't give San Salvatore
You know what,
his
Marcus?
due.
You're right. It should have been Dr. Appelbacher.
Dr. Appelbockador?
No, just Dr. Appelbacher. Because it had the ER.
No, it's the ATOR because it's.
I thought it was ER.
No, it's a reference to Saint Salvatore.
Oh, it's ATOR.
Yeah. So that's why it's Devastator. Okay. Walligator, procrastinator, masturbator.
Was double skull masturbator.
Yeah,
okay,
they fucked up. They didn't do due diligence.
Let's do a shout out to Tony real quick. What was your favorite dish? Because we had great food.
I
like the ginger
habanero wings. Like it's the thing I miss the most.
That's it.
And I have people all the time.
He won't give me the recipe. He says I'm not doing anything for free anymore. Like I'm your friend.
Yeah, I'm your friend. Just give me the fucking.
Can you think of a program that you wanted to start at Edge that you never got going?
I wanted to have a barrel sour program.
Oh, yeah.
I always wanted to have a. I love.
We kind of did it accidentally, right?
I mean,
that one quad got kind of sour.
Well, I mean, no, we had some. I mean, it's not that we didn't do some fun stuff. Like we did wild stuff and we did intentional wild stuff, and but I wanted to have like a Solera, like funkified, like American sour beers, Jolly Pumpkin style.
Like Boulevard, right?
Jolly Pumpkin is the one in my mind.
Right. Yeah, Jolly. Well, we all love Jolly Pumpkin. Yeah.
Like that was the one I wanted to do, to have that sort of like rotating.
I forgot about that.
R.I.P.
I think, right?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Fucking, I don't know, dude. Shit gets so. I mean, it was like Crooked Stave got bought up, and then I don't know.
Yeah, it was Jolly Pumpkin.
Yeah,
we wanted to do like
Madruga Obscura.
Yeah, Madruga.
Man, I fucked that up twice.
Fucking great beer.
Yeah, spectacular.
So, beer. And then the last thing I have about Edge is just I miss Torres. I miss him.
Fuck, Torres is so cool.
Have you seen him?
Have you seen him recently?
I saw him with long hair.
He looks like a revolutionary Cuban poet. He's so handsome.
I almost kissed him with open mouth.
Dude.
Almost.
In fact, should have taken a shot.
I don't think it was almost.
Yeah.
I might have done it.
We brushed. And so Torres, if you've never met David Torres.
He might listen to this.
I hope he does, dude.
I hope he does, too.
He is legitimately like one of the smartest people I've ever met, but he's also like
so dumb.
Son of immigrants.
Okay.
Went to the.
You went a different way. I was gonna say so dumb.
Went to the Dalton School.
Oh yeah, he went to Dalton.
Who was the most famous teacher from the Dalton School? Do you know this?
Go ahead.
Jeffrey Epstein.
That's right.
And I don't think it's when Torres was there. It was in the 80s.
It could have been.
And he's
we
a
don't
young,
know
he's
how
a young
old
kid.
He is.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
I met his mom.
And
Dad. No, have you never met his mom?
No.
Oh, fucking. She talks a million miles an hour. The sweetest.
No, I met his parents one time.
Dude, the fucking quickest talking Queens,
so nice.
Ecuadorian immigrant, dude. So fucking cool. Some of the coolest people you ever meet in your entire life. And Torres is smart. Fucking smart can be. And
Dalton where he went to college?
No, the Dalton School is the high school. He went to
some weird one in
swimmer
Ohio.
at. God damn it. I remember because he used to wear the jacket at work all the time.
Yeah.
It was not, but he was.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, he was a D3 swimming school in Ohio, but that was the guy. That was what they were famous for. They had the best swimming team in the country, and he was a collegiate swimmer. I'll never forget the time that I think it was you that actually wrote our bios up, and then after you left, we brought in a new sales girl, and she went on a podcast. And Kenyon College, College. And they were making fun of her because her two brewers were a college swimmer and a cheerleader, and she was like, "That's not true. That was a big joke." And I was like, "No, we had to be like, no, actually, Stacey, that's real.
It's pretty
that's
real."
True, yeah.
Okay, so Torres.
So Torres.
We missed Torres.
We missed Torres, and so Torres is this guy.
He's a guy
who loves to party, right? Torres loves to party. He does.
I don't know that he does love to party.
He loves to read about science, and he loves to drink Belgian triple. So there was a day that we had Badunkemunk on tap, and it was the last sixth barrel, right? And Dave Henry at the time is the bartender.
David Henry, world famous singer-songwriter.
Singer-songwriter. If you've never listened, look up a song called Worn Out Shoes by Jonathan Warren and the Billy Goats.
Yep. Dude, one of my kids looked at me the other day, and by that I mean 6 months ago.
6 months ago, and said,
was like,
"Your old bartender's
David
cooler
Henry?
than you." Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah,
no,
I have yelled at David Henry."
Yeah, we had to have a big talking to about throwing knives at people one time.
Yeah.
After the Christmas party that got out of hand.
Yeah, and maybe not indulging so much at work.
Yeah.
There were a lot of...
But
we love David.
We love Dave. Dave's cool. And so Torres sits down. He's trying... There's like a little bit of this keg left, and Torres is like, "Hey, I'm floating that fucking keg."
Mm-hmm. Good for him.
So just keep them coming. Right. So, and this is a 10.5% Belgian triple, right?
It's Badunkemunk.
Spectacular beer.
Great
and
beer.
So Torres is throwing back Belgian triples like it's water.
They're Miller Lights.
Mind you, one does not float the keg.
Torres, you almost got there.
So he shows up for work the next morning at like 10:30. I'm like,
now remind me, what time do you guys start? Like 11?
8-ish at the time. We were not like, it was like 8:39 if I'm being entirely honest.
I think it was 7:38.
And
for Torres, who didn't have any kids. Had no reason to be late.
But he also rode a bike everywhere, which is the other thing.
That was his choice.
Like rode a fixie.
His choice.
Like a narrow wheel fixie.
His choice.
And it's certainly his choice. And so he shows up and his face is all fucked up and he is like so hungover he can't see straight. And I was like, "Man, what the fuck happened, man?" And he was like, "I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. Driving down the road, hit something, smashed, ended up at my house." And I was like, "Dude, that's fucking wild." Well, he comes back the next day and he was like, "Dude, I got to tell you, like, I was driving home yesterday after like getting my shit together and realized that I was writing what I had hit that made me eat shit was a squirrel on his, and a squirrel had squished out and he went end over
squished
dude. And he went ass over tea kettle on his bicycle and landed on his dome and like banged his face up. And I was like, "Bro, you tried to squirrel jump and failed and fucking had to get a ride home with some stranger in the back of his truck because too many Badunkamunks." And he was like, so we tried for years to come up with a squirrel jumper IPA to name after Torres.
What happened?
It just never happened, dude. We did name one of my favorite beers of all time. And again, while we're talking about Brian's brewing fails, one of my favorite beers and also Torres story of all time. I always wanted to brew Goza that was based on a margarita.
Right.
I love the style. I love a Goza, right?
So I wanted
so I wanted to brew this margarita Goza. And
he had a real dick of a sales director that would tell him, no.
So I'm getting ready to brew this beer, salted, sour German wheat beer, right?
Ugh.
And so I do all the math on it, and I get it ready to go, and I go to Whole Foods, and I buy...
Nobody will buy this.
I buy all this pink Himalayan sea salt, getting ready to go in the beer. And I brew the beer. I'm getting ready into the world, so I'm adding all the salt in. And about 6 pounds into adding the salt, I'm like, man... seems like a shitload of salt, right? Like,
it's a lot of salt.
It's a lot of salt. And it doesn't really strike me until it's all the salt's in. And then I realize, like, it's a lot of salt, right? And I realize I missed a decimal. It's supposed to be 1.5 pounds of salt. And I've put 15 pounds of salt in this beer.
So great.
Which is, if I had to call it something, too much salt.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, that yeast doesn't like to ferment in a beer that's like 6% salt.
Yeah.
So it didn't ferment very good either. And
Well, at least you got to make your goes.
I made it later. And we named it, do you remember? St. Torres Day.
St. Torres
Day, STD.
STD. All right, we're going to take a break.
All right.
That was awesome.
We'll be back with you.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. Right after this. Holiday season is here, and what better way to recover after a Black Friday brawl than with a beer? I'll tell you a better way. What if that beer was cheaper? That's the beauty of a Boise Beer Buddies card. One card gives you multiple ways to save money at bars, restaurants, breweries, wineries, homebrew supply stores, and more, all throughout Idaho. Now your solo Beer Buddies card is creating beef with your best drinking buddy? Oh, that can't happen. I have the answer for that as well. Go to BoiseBeerBuddies.com, use my promo code BOOZEPOD at checkout, and get a free card when you purchase yours. That's a red hot BOGO from Boise Beer Buddies and the Idaho Booze Podcast. Promo code BOOZEPOD at BoiseBeerBuddies.com. Be a buddy. Get your Boise Beer Buddies card today. Welcome back to the Idaho Booze Podcast. We are here live at Sockeye Brewing Company.
Well, we're live. You guys are going to listen to this a few days later, but we're live.
Yep, this is on tape or digital.
Disc. It's on a disc.
It's on a disc.
Everything's a record.
We're up here in the palatial
Sales office.
Yeah, there's a bar.
It's the there's a bar.
Papa Shot.
There's a big ass table. Yeah.
There's a craft table.
Yeah.
Not sure what's going on over there.
If you need a cut.
We got a lot going on here at Sockeye, and we got Bryan Garcia-Brown here. He is a brewer at Sockeye.
Yeah, the Hebe of the Jibbies, man.
Good for you, man. He made it. He got out of the slum that was and came here. And now you're working for Josh.
Working for Josh.
Coward.
Yeah, dude. One of the best.
He's a great guy.
He is the toughest person I know, and he will outwork you no matter what.
So we interviewed you in the last segment.
Yeah.
It went really well, I think.
I think so.
Really got in there.
Yeah.
There's still a couple questions, though, that I didn't get to, that I really want to get to, that we didn't do it.
Okay.
So now that Mad Sweet is closed down,
R.I.P.
does Sockeye
Love
have any competition?
Yes.
You think so?
I do.
Because they were it.
They were,
They won that one GABF medal.
They did, dude. For a fucking spectacular beer, dude. Great beer.
Which one was it again? The porter?
Naked
Stout
Sunbather,
like that?
Oh,
a brown ale.
It was a brown ale.
That's right.
Brown porter.
Oh, sure.
Yep. Spectacular beer.
Yeah, there are dozens of us. Brayden Brown Porter.
Love a brown porter.
Dozens.
Boise Brewing, who has won multiple medals both in.
We're not here to talk about Boise Brewing.
They are.
We love Lance.
We love the guys.
Colin, everybody over there.
We love Colin. We love
Awesome
Lance. We miss Lindley. Hope all is well in Portland.
Love her to come back.
I don't know if you've been down to see Marcos at. I see your face.
What the hell are we drinking?
I see your face.
All right. Marcos is great.
Yeah, Marcos down at Loose Screw, who has a spectacular new system, is doing really cool new beers.
Marcos is my guy.
Mm-hmm. He's a dude. Have you been out to Ruckus yet?
Yep.
Dude,
I have
Kyle,
not interviewed him for the show.
Old Kyle out at Ruckus. Kyle
won't come on.
Kyle's a fucking sweet dude.
Another guy.
He'll
like
absolutely
Josh.
come on.
He's afraid.
Oh no, they don't fear you. They should. They should.
I'm mean.
Dude, you're a hard nose.
Hard interview.
Yeah, dude. This is like some real Frost versus Nixon shit.
This is the third day that we've done this.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
It's been going. You wouldn't believe the shit we edited out. It was disgusting. So what you're currently drinking is called, for like everybody who's listening right now, 3 Drinks Behind.
Is that what it's really called?
That is really called 3 Drinks Behind.
All right.
So the majority of the Chronicles beers we did this year were cocktail based. Chronicles beers we did this year are cocktails based. So the first one you tried today was not a Cron beer. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm not even going in order. I'm doing so bad right now. We're gonna go backwards.
Brian, Brian, let me play host. Let me try to be the host.
I struggle with the space-time continuum.
You're doing great.
Sometimes.
Me too. We all do. So, okay. I got that question out about Mad Sweet because it was funny and because we saw the guy earlier and whatever. So now we're on to Friday Night Pints.
Friday Night Pints, yes.
So the first beer that we had tonight was...
Hat on a Hat.
Yes. And what is that?
So Hat on a Hat is... I don't know if you guys have had our single hop series rotating. It's always different. Always salmon safe hops. Always something really cool. So this turn was Strata. So single hop Strata from Roy Hop Farms in Moxie, Washington. We work with pretty closely. They do exclusively salmon safe hops, I believe, exclusively salmon safe hops, and a Sockeye Brewing. We take care of the fish, right? We were talking about some seal shit earlier.
Yeah.
Thanks, MGP. And so single hop Strata.
Shout out.
And then working with our buddies out at Mill 95, they are working on a new flowable product.
Ron. What's his name? Ringer.
No.
Yeah.
DJ?
I'm thinking of
Marty?
John.
DJ.
Anyway.
Daniel John. DJ told me.
There you go.
Yeah, no, DJ's cool. I think
we're gonna cut all
love
of
DJ.
that out.
Yeah, that's fine. So our buddies out there are working on a new flowable product.
What does that mean?
So it is
Flowable.
Flowable. It is a hop product that is liquid, that has been extracted from the solid plant matter in one way or another, or some scientific way that I'm not a science. I'm an art guy, you know.
Yeah, this is pretty easy. It's been distilled.
I'm like a beer poet,
It's
right?
distilled.
Yeah. So these are the nerds in the lab that are making all the beautiful liquids that we get. And so this is a version of single hop Strata with El Dorado oil.
Okay.
That is super light.
So was this
super
the hat
crispy.
on the hat?
That's so the Strata.
We had Strata
the Strata
hops
was a
and
hat,
El Dorado
right? Like if that were a
oil.
hat, and you were like, "Hey, what if we put a hat on that hat, and that hat were El Dorado oil?" And we were trying to explain that to the bartender, and there was some confusion about whether there was a cat.
Maybe Bradford.
In the hat. It was not Bradford. It was John, who's hilarious.
No, it
and
was
Loren.
it was a
Yes, and Loren, who's also wonderful. And there was
she's been here forever.
Yeah, she's been here forever. And it's the thing that's fun about Sockeye is you'll sit down and like your bartender will bring you your lunch, and you'll be like, "Oh, how long have you been at Sockeye?" And they'll be like, "Oh, 15 years."
Yeah,
oh,
like Gretchen and
yes,
people like that. Yeah.
And there's just so much of that that's really fun. So that's where Hat on a Hat came from. Is we put something that was really cool on a beer that was already really good.
This was supposed to be a hazy. It was like it said hazy. It said, I think
Hat
it
on a
said
Hat?
hazy.
No, it's not hazy. It's a juicy. It's definitely.
It was like a.
It's very.
It's like a light IPA.
It's very neo-modern. It's very if you've
neo-modern.
Neo-modern, yeah. It's like the New Modern Cali IPA, which is like you talk about West Coast IPA and people are like, oh, like Stone IPA. And
okay, so
like,
really
no,
quick,
that.
I've told the Boston Juice Party story many times on this podcast.
Wow, we fucked that one up, huh?
Do you have any rebuke to it? You know exactly the story I told, right?
So the story is.
You know the story I told.
It's my biggest failure as a brewer. Like, and I don't know if you know this side of the story, right?
Sure.
So Torres and I had been trying to convince Steve to let us make hazy IPA for like 6 months.
Okay,
and he was
kinda.
the most reticent about making hazy IPA of anybody in the fucking beer industry I've ever had of all time, because he was like, no, I had this one time and it was gritty. It was the story he told us.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and it was
I don't remember that.
From our good friend Cody, man. And he was like, it was gritty. And I was like, no, Steve, here's this whole thing. We're going to try blah, blah, blah. And so finally Steve's like, yeah, make me a hazy IPA. And so
for a summer season.
I do the bare minimum
We have already
research.
sold it to Trader Joe's.
And
Go ahead.
like, hey, dude, figured it out.
How'd it turn
Super
out?
juicy. I calculated it out, dude. I was like, okay, it's going to be
because I've told the story a bunch of times. How did it turn out?
It's going to be like 2 IBUs.
Turn out?
It's going to be hazy as shit.
How did it turn out?
It's so good in the fermenter, dude. It's like...
The beer was good.
The beer was really good.
Yeah.
And then we moved it to a bright tank.
Would you say it was hazy?
It could not have been less hazy.
Was it?
It was the clearest beer I've ever made in my entire life. Like, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be really soft and subtle fruity, and it was fucking bitter and harsh.
It was a nice IPA.
And legitimately, the day we released it, I drove home from work and called my wife, and I was like, I might suck at this. Like, I might not be a brewer. Like, I might be so bad at this that I have to quit my job. Right? Hated it. It was like the biggest.
I liked it.
And then because it's a New England IPA, we settle on, well, let's go ahead and call it Boston Juice Party, right? Like that'll be.
That was a name I came up with.
Steve came up with, and then we walk out to the bar and we're ready to have a pint, and we're like, Steve's like, hey, can I get a Boston Juice Party? And the bartender goes, yeah, I need 4 BJ parties, please. And after that, we all went, oh, no.
I didn't care about that so
We
much.
fucked up. Yeah, so it was BJ Party from that point on.
And it was the absolute.
It could not have been clearer. This also was like at a time when I was just starting to realize that sometimes the aroma of a raw hop is not the final aroma in a final beer. And I was really obsessed with this beer, Calypso. And it was based on Calypso and Azacca, which Azacca is a wonderful hop, but Calypso is this really interesting and raw smells like fresh lime zest.
Loved both
and
of them.
Coconut.
They're both great, and
fucking so fresh.
I remember that.
And then you
Calypso.
put it in beer, and it is harsh,
dank,
astringent,
weird,
and like
astringent.
kind of harsh.
That's
and I
right
was
word.
like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
happened
it's completely different from the hand to the beer.
Yeah,
completely
and
different.
I also
probably why you don't see a lot of Calypso beers.
a lot of Calypso
right
stuff
now.
going on, and not that it's not useful. There's totally a place for Calypso hops.
Oh,
but you
not
have to,
beer.
But you got to use them right.
Maybe in like one of those oil
oil can, tin can,
like a candle. No,
and
we tried that cop I think 3 or 4 different times, and it always came out terrible.
It was not my favorite.
Like Windex, I think is one time I was like, "This is like Windex."
Rio is the other one.
All right, so we had hat on hat.
Hat on a hat.
So I would say here's what I'm going to say about it.
Yeah.
I think it was good. It was it looked like, I thought on the menu it said it was a hazy IPA. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But it was a nice, like, kind of easy IPA, 6%.
Yep.
Nice drinking, good beer. I think everybody.
Yeah.
And what is it, 6%, something like that?
I think it's like 5 high fives to 6.
Okay.
Something
And you
like
can get that on tap here at Sockeye.
Here at Sockeye, yeah.
It's not in cans or bottles or anything. Okay, what's next?
Then we had Angel of Light.
Oh, AOL.
AOL, yeah. So AOL, it was, believe it or not, the very first beer that I ever helped. So Josh brewed it on the big system, and I helped him. This is the first time I'd ever brewed on the big 40 barrel system here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
By which I mean I stood back and watched him and didn't touch anything important.
Try
not to make any sudden or quick movements.
Exactly.
Yeah. I put my hat down real low, and so
he
it
still
is.
saw that hair though. I guarantee it.
Well, it was short at the time.
As a fellow bald guy.
Well, the problem is the hair.
he saw
Like
it.
you know that the hair. No, I did. I had a mullet at the time. I did. I showed up with a mullet. Yeah. It got really
that
bad
sticks
for a
it
while.
right to Josh. Yeah. He hates that.
Well, because here's the thing. Like having. My dad's bald, right? Like he's been
don't
bald my
know.
whole
I
life,
guess so.
and so I was like, well, I'm going to be bald eventually. Like I have to have all the dumb haircuts while I can because when I'm an adult, I'm not going to have any hair. So I had a mullet for a long time. I discussed my faux hawk earlier.
was a big fro for a
I had a big
while.
blue afro for a long time.
Yep.
I had and mullets and faux hawks, and it's
Right.
been blue and green. Yeah, so
Right.
I had a bad mullet for about 2 years
In front of Josh.
In front of Josh. He
Not
didn't
the
look-
way I would go.
To be fair, he didn't look me in the eyes for most of it.
No,
so,
he
yeah.
probably was disgusted by you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was.
I mean,
and
but you're only like 2 or 3 inches taller than he is. So I mean,
not much, man. I'm pretty short too. You forget that. And so
it's just that I don't care.
Yeah. So he's brewing this beer, and so
He's
then
never coming on this show.
we get into the fermenter, and about 4 months later, we get these barrels that show up, right? Like, and they're beautiful. They've got like copper bands around them, and they're like a lot of the barrels we get are beat to shit. Like they're used before.
They're used whiskey barrels or wine
They sit
barrels.
in warehouses
They sit
for
in warehouses.
years.
Sure.
And these barrels show up, and they are fucking big fat Oprah tits. They are beautiful.
Wow.
And so when you get fresh barrels, then you got to soak them, right? So they swell and they don't
Just
leak.
like big fat Oprah tits. You gotta soak them.
They're nice.
Yeah.
They're nice, right?
Be respectful.
No, absolutely. And so we're soaking them so they swell, and I'm walking around, and it's the end of the day, so I'm the last guy here most days, right?
Oh.
Nobody's here. It's just me wandering around, and I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? Like, is the kitchen baking cinnamon rolls?
Oh.
Like, is it like looking around, and all of a sudden I realize it's these barrels, like that they just smell like cinnamon rolls. They're like vanilla and coconut and cinnamon.
These aren't the
and
Brazilian ones we talked
they
about.
are the Brazilian ones. Yeah,
It's
these Amburana barrels. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's the actual wood that smells like that. It's the oils in the wood. It's not the char. It's not the toast. It's the actual wood itself.
Okay.
And they had previously been Calvados barrels, and so we aged half of that beer in these Calvados Amburana barrels, and the other half was in coffee liqueur barrels.
Okay.
And then released it, and it's this beautiful, boozy and rich and soft. Like it's such an assault on the senses. It's such a cool beer.
Yeah, it is a great beer.
Yeah.
And so just my little take on it is, so when you have it cold, it's fine. Like it tastes like a big beer. Like you get a lot of
booze.
alcohol,
A lot of booze.
a lot of like caramel.
Yeah.
You get that cinnamon though. That cinnamon roll really hits you hard.
Yeah.
And as that thing warms up though, you get more of that Calvados. You
Yeah.
get more of some of that nuanced sort of apple and
Absolutely.
alcohol and everything else starts to come together a little bit more. I would say you should probably serve that beer at like 55.
So Josh and I have these discussions a lot. Like honestly, and it was so this.
Oh my
we'll
God,
get into the
poor
second beer
Josh.
thing. How often that people drink beers at the incorrect temperature, and the one you're sipping on right now is just hitting peak temperature right now.
Well, it's not.
It is.
It's not. Work ahead.
Yeah, we're not putting the cart before the horse.
But
Sorry.
that AOL.
Yeah. So really, as it warms up, is
That beer should be served at 55.
Yeah, 55 cellar temperature they call it. Like it's white wine. You know, if you're gonna put it in your refrigerator, you should take it out of the fridge 2 hours before you're gonna drink it.
Yep.
Like standard white
and
wine
that's
rules.
in bottles. Is that
that's in bottles?
These,
yeah.
what are these?
500 ml.
500.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can get, what's it called again?
Angel of Light.
Angel of Light. You
Yep.
can get 500 milliliter bottles or on tap here at
Yep.
Sockeye in Boise or like very nearly Meridian.
We're Boise.
But
It's Boise.
on Fairview.
On Fairview.
All right, so next we have this Swizz.
Swizz.
Right?
So this is
What's
my
this?
baby. So Swizz
Another
is
one of yours.
Another one of mine. This is one of my
Okay, I
babies.
see what's going on here. Okay.
So, well, this is the only one I actually designed and brewed of all the ones we've drank today. So
Okay.
Swizz is a Imperial Red, but based on an old fashioned.
Okay.
So we got MGP Texas bourbon barrels.
Okay, enough with the acronyms. MGP.
MGP is a company.
Oh, is that what it's called?
A whiskey company.
What whiskey do they make?
Lots.
Okay.
They're one of those. They wouldn't tell us.
Oh, wow.
Who it is. Yeah, they're like Diageo. They're one of these big manufacturers. So it's,
Gotcha. All right.
I don't know who it is, but Texas bourbon barrels we got on the secondary market, and then
Texas known for its bourbon.
Yeah, there's some great bourbons out of Texas, man.
All right, I'll
Balcones.
take your word for it.
Three Brothers. Yeah.
Sure, fine.
So and then made Imperial Red, aged in these Texas bourbon barrels.
Yep.
And then put it into stainless. And Tyler Evans, who used to work with us here.
Tyler,
Big
used to
Ev,
work with us at
Big,
Edge.
at Edge. And yeah, so Big Ev, he.
That's not happening.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. But
I'm
gonna
not calling him that.
So he had made brandied cherries at home.
Of course he did.
And he had made a huge batch of bitters.
Yep.
So he gave me the leavings from his bitters and this huge batch of brandied cherries.
And then on top of that, he just made a giant knife.
Just
a giant knife.
the biggest knife you've ever seen, and a table that could seat a king's mood. You
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
And
he made this computer.
he made this computer,
Yeah.
dude. Carved it out of stone himself,
Yep.
which is
one
pretty,
piece of stone.
pretty impressive.
Pretty good.
And so then the kitchen actually candied orange peels.
Oh.
So we aged this. So it was like Evans made the bitters leavings. He made the orange peels, or excuse me, he made the brandy cherries.
So it's like
the
an
kitchen made the
old
orange peels.
fashioned, like in a
Old fashioned, all
bottle.
in-house,
Okay.
all in one beer.
It's called Swizz.
Swiss.
And this is in 500 milliliter
500
bottles.
ml bottles.
Is it on tap right now?
It
I
is
don't
not.
think it is.
Nope.
Yeah, so come and get it over at
Come and get it.
Sockeye or
And
join the Chronicles thing. We'll talk about that.
There'll be new stuff next year.
Yeah.
And I think we're down to like the last case or two.
It
of
was
that beer,
delicious.
So pretty fun.
It was really, really good.
Pretty fun beer.
All right.
And the last one we're currently drinking right now is called Three Drinks Behind.
Yep.
This is a Josh King beer.
Okay.
So the King spoke.
JK.
JK spoke and said, "Let there be smoke." Right?
Okay.
He's a smoke boy.
Oh yeah, it's smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
we're drinking it right now. It's
drinking it right
smoky. It's got a nice. So the Swizz was really nice too. The Swizz was really good. It had a nice for me, the orange kind of stood out. I got a lot of orange.
Caramel, a lot of mid-level caramel. Yeah.
I got a lot of the whiskey barrel was in there. It just wasn't like which I like in an old fashioned.
Yeah.
I like it to be kind of, especially when you try to I find when people try to make an old fashioned beer, that they tend to kind of focus on that whiskey part, maybe a lot, and it gets to be a little overwhelming. So that was good. Anyway, this one super smoky. I get campfire. I get a good amount of like Belgian candy sugar in there.
Oh yeah.
What else? Go ahead.
So, smoked wee heavy.
Oh, yeah. That makes
Half
sense.
of it.
That's
So
a Josh King beer.
Yeah, Pete smoked wee heavy.
Josh King loves his little Scottish beers.
He's a smoke boy, man.
Yeah,
he loves the smoke beer. Yeah,
he loves wee heavies. He likes any of the amber, like all those.
Oh yeah,
like malt forward beers.
Yeah.
Dagger Falls used to be pretty malt forward.
Yeah.
No longer.
It's such a good beer.
It is.
It's a wonderful beer.
But it's more hop forward now.
Oh, I think it's the hoppiest beer in the valley. It's
definitely.
So hoppy.
Yeah.
Spectacular beer. But
so
anyway, so 3 drinks behind. So mind you, the other thing about all of these beers is they're all bottle conditioned. So everything is naturally conditioned. No, all tiny bubbles, very spectacular. Carb on them.
So what does that mean? That means that everything is you repitch yeast and
and sugar,
and then you store them in the cellar for a little while.
Let them naturally carbonate. Let them naturally
like champagne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which will be a next year thing. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Oh, are we jumping ahead?
Oh no. Oh, we are. I'm sorry. I'm fig leafing my mic right now. So yeah, smoked beer. Half of the beer was aged in old Scotch barrels, and the other half was in honey whiskey barrels.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
then once it was off of those in stainless on candied lemon peel. So based on a rusty nail cocktail.
That's interesting. I don't get a lot of lemon.
Candied lemon. Do you
get it?
Oh yeah, is this coming right now? Smell that and tell me there's not totally like oily lemon, like citrus zest.
Yeah, it's like what is that Scotch drink? There's a Scotch drink that has
rusty nail.
Rusty nail.
That's what it's based on. Is a rusty nail. Yes,
yeah, okay.
That's the whole idea of this is based on. So this was an old fashioned.
Right.
This was a rusty nail.
Yep.
Berginer Weiss was a gin gimlet. Like yes, it's a very Yeah, so we went cocktail based last year.
I love
that one. Yeah,
fantastic.
So yeah, so it's very very smoke, very very Scotch, very very caramel, but a surprising amount of like candied citrus. That's really turns it into a pretty spectacular fucking beer.
I agree. So that's gonna do it for Friday Night Pints. Pardon our dusts. Treasure Valley Chevron at Highway 55 and Beacon Light is expanding to offer you more on-the-go goodies, beer, wine, cider, coffee, soda, everything you need for all of your adventures, big and small. Treasure Valley Chevron already has the best assortment of chips, dips, sandwiches, jerky, hot sauce, tallows, and more. And now we're able to offer you, that's right, more ready-to-go meals, more coffee, more soda, more beer, more wine, more ready-to-drink cocktails, just more. Get to Treasure Valley Chevron today and see what you have been missing. Highway 55 in Beacon Light or I-84 and Gowan Road. That is going to do it for this version, the 40th episode of 2025 of the Idaho Booze Podcast. Thank you all so much for listening. We have an awesome Christmas episode coming next week with Annalisa from Tentor Distilling and Brewing. These guys have a weird way of brewing and distilling. Actually, the brewing is normal. The distilling is weird. And I can't wait till you guys find out about it and see some of these beverages they have. Hopefully, they'll have some of them come out here. If not, you can order them, I guess. So we'll be talking to Tentor, Annalisa from Tentor next week, right here on the Christmas version of the Idaho Booze Podcast. I'm just going to end it short today because I can't talk. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you all for clicking on stuff and reading stuff. And I got a new Craft Beer is Dead is out. It's really funny. I think you guys will like it. Remember, those are just satire. They're just for fun. I feel like my friends on Reddit need to hear that it's not real. It's just a fun thing that I do. I really love all the comments though on Reddit, even the ones that call me a no talent prick. Those are a lot of fun. Anyway, just want to say thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for reading. Have a wonderful rest of your holiday season. And we will see you next week right here on the Idaho Booze Podcast. Good day and good drinking, everyone. God, my voice sucks.